Hello there and welcome to another one of these Lexical Lab 1 minute English videos. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our website www.lexicallab.com to find out more about our online courses. The other day in one of my classes we got talking about museums, and students were talking about their favourite museums, any weird and wonderful museums around the world that they'd heard of, and so on. And one of my students mentioned that she'd never really been keen on visiting museums. She'd always found them a bit dull. And I was a bit taken aback because obviously there are lots of different kinds of museums. So I responded by saying, yeah, but there are museums and there are museums, aren't there? I mean, they're not all the same. We often use this structure to basically say that the noun we're talking about, the noun that we repeat in both parts of the sentence, is actually not just one single thing, but a very broad category that covers a whole range of different things. So to give you a couple more examples, my son came home from school recently and said, "God, none of my friends listen to jazz. They don't like jazz at all. They think it's just screeching saxophones." And I laughed and said, well, you know, some jazz is just screeching saxophones. But there's jazz and there's jazz. I mean, it's a very broad genre. You know, if you listen to enough jazz, you're bound to find some stuff you love and some stuff probably that does nothing for you. In the same way, my daughter was commenting the other day on an ex-friend of hers from school and saying, oh, you know, I know there's a lot of toxic people in the world, but there's toxic and there's toxic, meaning this person is really, really toxic. Sometimes also people deliberately make the second part of the comparison clear. So you might kind of say something like, well, there's lazy and then there's this, to mean this example of laziness is really, really extreme. Or there's rich and there's Jeff Bezos from Amazon rich. I also remember once there was an advertising campaign by Marks and Spencer's, often known as M&S, and it would basically be something like, you know, advertising their fast food takeaway range. So they would say things like, there's curry and there's M&S curry. There's, I don't know, there are hamburgers and there's M&S hamburgers, meaning these ones are better, these ones are superior examples. If you've enjoyed this video, please do click the like button. Please share it with your friends, your students, your colleagues, and in the comment section below, as always, we'd love to see examples of how you might use this structure.